Need some coins for the God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the safest and cheapest coins anywhere. Make sure you check out the solo grinding service as well. Use code Zirksee at checkout for a 10% discount on your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video. And today, we're going to be going over the Madden Harvest promo, which is actually the Thanksgiving promo, which should be coming out pretty soon. I will take a look and see exactly what day it did come out last year when I show you guys the blog they released last year, which, if I had to guess, I actually haven't looked yet. I believe it came out about the 20th. So this could be coming out within the next 2 weeks or so, and I don't believe there's going to be a promo in between now and then. But then right after that, of course, we have the Blitz promo, and then maybe we'll get some motivators as well. But focusing on the Madden Harvest, as you guys can see, I'm going to show you guys everything if this is your first year playing, or if this is not your first year playing. I gotta say, Madden Harvest last year was one of the best. And in general, Madden Harvest is one of the more interactive promos, and I'll show you guys exactly why. So first off, let's get into this Harvest upgrade. So, as you guys can see, we ended up getting ourselves last year a Michael Irvin. Now, you started off, I believe it was an 80 overall you got for free. And yeah, it was an 80 overall. And you got these Madden Harvest tokens. Now, as you guys can see, he was NAT. You had to upgrade him all the way up to 93 overall. But once you got him to 93, he was, in fact, auctionable. And he had playmaker chemistry. Now, I believe you actually had to go ahead and play some solo challenge to get these Madden Harvest tokens to upgrade this Michael Irvin. But you could, if I'm correct on this, actually get more tokens. Yeah, so Gold Harvest players get one Madden Harvest token. And there was also, I believe, Silver Team tokens, 2 Harvest tokens. You exchange 4 Silver Team tokens and 3 Madden Harvest tokens. It did cost quite a bit to do. If you didn't want to sit there and play the solo challenges, I believe there was like a daily solo you could do. So really, it did take a little bit of time if you didn't want to go ahead and just complete this. But at the time this Michael Irvin came out, I believe all the rest of the wide receivers in the game were like 90. There might have been like 1 or 2 94s, and the rest are about 93s. And Michael Irvin was like a top 3 or 4 wide receiver in the game, and he was going for like 100K. Because everybody eventually got this Michael Irvin, and it actually was a super, super good card. So I really hope they do this again. Maybe not with Michael Irvin, but somebody they're going to give us for free that you can go ahead and play solo challenges, do daily objectives, get the tokens, get Michael Irvin for free if you don't want to spend anything, or you can go ahead and get him basically day one, which I know people did get him done that quickly. But that's just for that. Now we also have the Guest of Honor, which they do this every single year. I don't know if it's going to be Barry Sanders. Last year, or Madden, I guess you could say Madden 17. This is Madden 18, of course. Madden 17, I believe it was Herman Moore was the master. Madden 18, we finally got Barry Sanders back. Could we get Barry again? It's definitely possible. Usually every year it is going to be a Lions legend. And of course, there are certain players that do play on Thanksgiving. So, you know, the Lions and the Cowboys, they really always play. So you're probably going to get a Lion and a Cowboy for the free card. And for the master, which usually is Barry. Now, we also had some players like Jarvis Landry, Lane Johnson, Chandler Jones, and Jalen Ramsey. And all these cards are very, very good. Now, you can see, to get these players, you had to get certain players. A turkey player, stuffing, mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie, corn, cranberry, gravy, and green beans. I don't think they're going to be up in the auction block. Yeah, they're probably not going to be up in the auction block. But you had to get certain players, get all 4 of these players, and then add them into the Barry Sanders set, which in turn you would get all 4 players back as NAT, and an auctionable Barry. And I gotta say, some of these players were pretty freaking expensive. Lane Johnson was a very good card. Jalen Ramsey, again, it's Jalen Ramsey. Obviously, he's gonna be expensive. Chandler Jones and Jarvis weren't too expensive, but they were still pretty expensive. And then we have the Harvest Exchange sets you guys can see. But this is not the only part of the Thanksgiving promo people like. Now, I really hope that they actually end up changing this. The Cornucopia Pack has been really bad the past couple of years. You guys can see it includes a Harvest Elite, a Most Feared Elite, a Mud Hero, a Legend, a Team of the Week, Football Outsider, Team Leader, Core Elite, Core Gold, Core Silver, and a Color Rush uniform. Problem is, in years past, like Madden, it was like Madden 25, Madden 15, the last time it was actually a good pack. They would give you like a full Legend And you would also be able to get yourself a Thanksgiving legend, which made it a lot better. There was Deion Sanders, Troy Aikman was like the one you really didn't want to get, Barry Sanders, a bunch of different legend players you could possibly get out of the Cornucopia Pack. Made it really fun to open, and you make a lot of profit, or if you pulled Troy Aikman, you would definitely lose some coins. But it made it a lot funner to do, and sadly they haven't brought it back. But the actually best part about this promo, for me personally, and I'm going to show you guys it right now, is the player upgrades for the games. So as you guys know, on Thanksgiving Day, there are always going to be some football games on. So, per usual, there's two teams that always play on Thanksgiving. The Cowboys and the Lions. So, this year, it's the Falcons and the Saints on Thanksgiving at 8:20 p.m., the Bears and the Lions at 12:30, and the Cowboys and the Redskins at 4:30. So what we can expect to see is going to be one player from each of those teams that are going to be able to get upgrades. Now, what I mean by that, if you take a look here, so last year, Chris Thompson was the Redskins player. If he got 40 rushing and receiving yards on Thanksgiving Day, he went up to a 91 overall. If he got 150 rushing plus receiving yards, he went up to a 93 overall. Now, I do believe, I think he actually got injured on Thanksgiving Day. So I think that this card, they did something with this card. I don't remember exactly what they did, but because he got injured, I believe they like exchange you something. I don't exactly remember, but I do know that something did happen if you ended up taking this Redskin set. Now, we also had Glover Quinn for the Lions. Now, he actually did get one of his done. He was a 90 overall. All these players were 90 overalls, or 90 overalls. He got 2 solo tackles, so he went up to a 91, and 7 solo tackles made him a 93. The reason they made it like this, where there's 2 sort of different overall changes, is because I believe in Madden 17, they did the same thing, but the only problem was that none of the players actually got their goals, so they changed it. Now, last year, our player was Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. He did get 150 passing yards, so he went up to 91 overall. He didn't get to 300. Will he ever? So he didn't go to 93 overall. This year, with it being, I honestly think that we could see this easily being Amari Cooper for the Cowboys. I believe they might make it Amari Cooper, or they can make like Jalen Smith and have him get like 5, 6 tackles, something like that. But I feel like they might do Amari Cooper, where if he gets 50 receiving yards, he gets to a 91 overall. If he gets 100 receiving yards, he goes up to 93 overall. I feel like that's going to be the Cowboys one. We also had, of course, the Michael Irvin card. You can see right here, 91 overall with 89 speed, 89 spectacular catch, 92 catching traffic, and I believe his 93 was the highest overall. 93 overall, Michael Irvin, 91 speed, 91 spec catch, 94 catching traffic, but Hunter Henry actually went up to a 91 overall as well, with 85 speed, 80 strength, 76 run block, 91 catch traffic, 89 spec catch, and the only 2 players that actually got all their things done was Xavier Rhodes. He did in fact get an interception. He had 91 man, 89 zone, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, 91 play rate, and a 93 press. And the best thing about this all is if you guys are on your Xbox or your PlayStation or your PC, during the game, these players' prices will fluctuate so much because, of course, guys, you get these cards as 90 overalls. They're not NAT. They're auctionable. And if you just watch the auction block, let's say Dak gets to 120 passing yards. His price will start to go up. And you'll see that people are kind of expecting him to get to like 150 yards and then maybe 300. If someone has, to get 7 tackles to get to a 93 and they're at 5, their price will start to go up throughout the game. So keep that in mind if you want to sell them off. Try to do that then, if you don't think they're actually going to get it. And then Jace Pierre-Paul, he did get 2 sacks, so he went up to a 93 overall with 80 speed, 86 strength, 94 tackle, 89 block shed, and a 93 finesse move. So this is what makes this promo really, really fun, is we have the Bears and the Lions, which I could easily see the Bears maybe doing Kyle Fuller gets an interception, maybe Mitchell Trubisky, Tariq Cohen. The Lions, I could probably see Darius Slay. I feel like Slay could definitely get a card here. Maybe even Marvin Jones, Matt Stafford. There's a lot of people who can go with the Lions. Redskins, maybe Alex Smith. I could see the Redskins doing. Not exactly sure they're going to do for them. Cowboys, you can do Amari Cooper. You can do Leighton Vander Esch. You can do Jalen Smith. Byron Jones get an interception. There's a lot of different players you can pick for the Cowboys. Falcons and Saints, of course. Maybe we'll see a new Michael Thomas possible upgrade. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. Maybe Marshawn Lattimore. Falcons, You literally have a ton of people you can choose for the Falcons. Matt Ryan, but he did get a team-week upgrade as well. Tevin Coleman, Desmond Trufant. There's a lot of players to choose, and I'm pretty excited to see this portion of the Madden Harvest promo this year. So as you guys can see, the Madden Harvest promo last year came out November 17th, which would be 11 days from today. So I don't know if they do it on that exact day. 11 days from today would actually be the 17th. It would be Saturday. So it's possible we see this promo as soon as next Friday. Now, will the market go down in price? With these players, it's really hard to predict that. There are certain players that might, but I really don't think the Thanksgiving promo will crash the market that much, to be completely honest with you guys. Unless, like, all the players get their upgrade to 93 overall, which is very, very rare and probably won't happen. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, smack the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know down below what players you guys want to see get the possible upgrades from the 90 to 93 overall. I'm honestly very excited to see who my Cowboys player is going to be. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.